So you had a young sister that has a call, those type of call center jobs, right? And a lot of those jobs now are just really work from home jobs. And God bless y'all who's dealing with some of this. But I want you to watch what she says to a particular caller. It's a backstory to it, but I thought this was kind of funny.
I want to talk to somebody higher up.
Just close your eyes and just bow your head, and there you'll reach someone higher up than me.
Oh, so now you're getting smart with me.
No, I'm being literal.
Is this being recorded?
Yeah, all calls are recorded for training and quality purposes.
Good. Then get somebody on the phone that I could talk to about this.
But
somebody tell me what other information I need.
But you are talking to someone that can tell you that information.
Now, young sister, that was funny. Yeah, I really believe that definitely was funny. I enjoyed that. But in all seriousness, me, I'm not going to just put something up here just for y'all to laugh at. Sometime I will, right? But this particular caller has been a menace to about 7 other people. He's been rude. Some people have said he's been anti-black racist. And his real issue, they say it could only take like a 5-minute conversation, but he was just being a certified butthole of people, right? And so when you seen this particular video, she was just, basically matching that type of energy with sarcasm. But dealing with them in customer service, and I've dealt with them in customer service, they really think they can talk to you any kind of way. They think that when they talk to you, you're supposed to say, "How high, sir?" That's how they, you know what I'm saying? Like some of y'all who work retail or maybe fast food or whatever, you dealing with them and they really be kind of, some of them will try to even snap their fingers at you like to do something. Like, what? I'll never forget one time, I used to work at the Holiday Inn a hotel when I was a teenager. I was actually a dishwasher there in Port Arthur. And I'll never forget they had the one sister, her name was Ivory, never forgot her. And she was over like all the catering and like the banquet and all this stuff like that. And, she was talking to a lady, a potential customer, and the lady just started like telling her something, say, "You hear me?" And she like, "What did you just say?" Like boy, she went in on that lady. She went in on her. And I say, "Miss Ivory," I'm like, "What's up with that lady?" Say, "Sometimes you got to deal with these racist white folks thinking they can talk to you like you on some plantation somewhere." She was pissed. She was pissed off. So, I've been just hearing game from black professionals all, ever since I was a teenager about how they get down. And I've always been like an observant, type of kid. Even, now you look at I just do a lot of research. I'm just more so about observation, analytical things, because I just think that's important. If you could analyze people and processes, figure it out, you know how to act accordingly. Now, I will say this to my people. You got to understand it's a culture. If you don't get shocked to hear a dog bark, then don't be shocked about their anti-black racism. It's part of the culture. That's what it is. It's taught in the household. The culture is taught that everybody is supposed to be at your beck and call. The culture is taught that you're supposed to be served over everybody else. Now, they don't really pull this in America, but let's say in places like the African continent, for sure, when they really kind of, I'm sorry, being honest, a lot of y'all docile over there. Y'all let them people do whatever they want. They'll sit up here, don't even talk about Cape Town, South Africa. Them people that have a line, they'll go and cut in front of the black person and get served. You know what I'm saying? Now, every blue moon, you have a sister or brother check them like, "Nah, I'm not serving you. Go back to where you come from. They're next." But if they're not, if they own that too, like, "Oh, I'm going to serve them," they'll do that. Now over here, they know better. They already know better. We don't play that mess over here. You're not going to do. If I'm staying in this line, you're going to come from the back. You just get in front of me because you white? No, sir. You get yourself back in your place and wait your turn. That's really what it is. But it's really the culture that you're dealing with when they talking like that, and having a nonchalant response. Not getting upset. The key is like this, sister. You can be sarcastic about it. You can be petty about it. I think that's the best responses anyway. Don't ever get mad. Don't ever get frustrated. Don't let them, get underneath your skin and ruin your day. No. Trust me, when you're nonchalant in your response, when you're a little petty, with a side of sarcasm, that really gets under their skin. Big time. Never let nobody steal your joy. Never let nobody disturb your peace. Always remember that. And a lot of times what they do, sometimes they looking to disturb our peace and take our joy. Because a lot of them get off to that. That's why they'll try to say the N-word to you. Just so they can disturb your peace and rob you of your joy. But shout out to our young sister. She definitely handled that the right way. I like that. Definitely. That's a good life lesson. Definitely. Understand the culture. Make sure, hey, my books that I have on Amazon teach you about the culture. Well, I wrote at least 2 books dedicated to their culture. And the other book I wrote was more so to decolonize your mind. But it's still, your mind is colonized because you've been so immersed into that culture that colonizes everything. You won't be colonized if you understand the culture. You understand? And that culture is anti-everybody. It is not inclusive. Our culture is inclusive, very inclusive. But theirs, no. So don't let them disturb your peace.